Oh, there's one viewer. Wow, 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 wow. There's one viewer. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Please stay. Don't go anywhere. All right. For the first time, I'm live streaming from my old home in Nepal. You know. Wow, wow, wow. वाह वाह चमत्कार हो गया wow nightingale very clear चमत्कार हो गया wow that's fantastic yeah I don't think I need to worry yes I'm in my oldest most favorite home Bihari Sam uh thanks for coming last night was raining and I was dead tired. I did a little test run. It was raining, and that messed up last night's connectivity, I think, you know? Just a moment, huh? Just a moment. If I can get this closer to my old face, yeah? Let's have a look. Wow, wow. Yeah, the weather at the moment is very, very clear. 2 days before, just before I arrived, the monsoon arrived in Nepal, here in Nepal anyhow, central Nepal, south of Kathmandu. I'm just setting it up, okay? The monsoon arrived here very, very, very quietly. It arrived very quietly, Sam. Very quiet arrival of the monsoon here. I'm living in a cement block room. My lovely friends, my Nepali friends, you can sort Nepali family, my friends of 14 years, they rebuilt the old Sherpa house. They rebuilt the old Sherpa house after the two 2015 earthquakes. At the time, I was living and working in Kathmandu, you know, and they wanted to build very strong structure. So they built the one room only is being used at the moment, my room, and it's all cement. 85% of the room is cement blocks, including the roof. You know, including the roof, and that one day will be the completed bathroom. Just the two windows are iron and wood, you see. So I'm getting some signal through the windows, you know? Yes, nice, Nightingale. I remember your name very well from before. Thanks, Nightingale. Are you from India or are you outside India? Where are you from, Nightingale? And thanks for your nice support always. Yeah, massive heat wave in Europe. 1 week before, they banned public drinking alcohol in public places. They didn't want too many people to die from alcohol effect and then heat wave. They banned that. Yeah. Look, don't be surprised, Sam. Don't be surprised if you believe in karma and you're Indian, so there's 95% chance you believe in karma. Mankind now is getting everything returned to itself in its face. Not all mankind have contributed to the current situation, Sam, but a number of mankind have, you know, heavy industries, pollution, cutting down the forests, killing a lot of wildlife, and blah, blah, blah. And now this is coming back into our faces. Don't be surprised, Bihari. There's more to come yet. There's much, much, much more to come, man. And I'm not a young Muruga. मैं जवान मुर्गा नहीं हूँ, so I will not see a lot of this. But the young people will see it. Mm. Well, 2 days before, just before I arrived back here in Nepal, the the just reading your last message, Nightingale. That's all right. That's your choice. We won't, Nightingale. We won't do any investigation to see who you are. Um, you're not Munna from Dharma, Nepal, are you? No. All right, I'll try to show you something from outside Bihari, Sam. But when I move from this place, when I move from sitting down, the picture becomes blurred. What to do? Yeah, Nepal is the most famous. Nepal is the most favorite place around the world. Um, yeah, that's nice. I'm just working on mobile data at the moment. Look, the picture. Cheers, the best drink in the world. The best drink in the world. I'm only speaking from personal experience. बाप रे बाप, eh? Mera apna mora sarabi baap. Hey. Now, all right, I'll just take it off here. Let's have a look. I'll show you out on the main road, which goes down to your home state, Bihar, right? It goes down to your home state, Bihar. This is up in that direction. Let's see how it looks if it's blurred. I'm trying to keep it still. Up in that direction by road, 78 kilometers is Kathmandu, right? And the road comes down that like this way, this way, this way, and comes up to Daman. And then it goes down. Then it goes down. Look at these lovely Nepali makai ko fool, makai, cornflowers, eh? This is the gardens right in front. I don't know how clear it is. All right. This is the botanical gardens. It looks very nice in this early monsoon time too. Just above the top there, behind the big trees, is the super top of Darman. From from the communication tower, you climb up a few meters and you're above the tree line. And that's got a name, but we just call it Darman Top here. Now this road goes through the top and goes down, down, down through Lami Danda, Hitora, and then ends up on the Nepal border in Birgan, Sam, and then it crosses into your home state, Bihar, Rakshul, Motihari. So that's where we are. Slowly, slow. All right, let's try it again, yeah? I get it. I get it. I'm holding it in my hand too. I just find it better at this time, yeah? See the gate, Botanical Gardens. This here is the old Sherpa house. It was a three-story, three-level place, right? The old Sherpa house. This was built in about 1954 to 56 with help of the Indian government wanting to build a direct road from Bihar state to Kathmandu, a short road. And then this terrible earthquake came in April and June 2015. At the time, I was working hard and seriously in Kathmandu, the start of a 3-year stay in Kathmandu. And so just after that, for guests to stay and to make a little money, they built this, what we called the Sherpa hut. I lived in here one time, most of a monsoon time, 2016, I think it was. Yep, I had a very nice time, and there were no water came through there. Had big plastic on the top. This is the gates of the botanical gardens, very famous in Nepal. And uh, and these are the beautiful flowers here. I'm trying to keep it steady, okay? Then, then Sammy, then you go down to your home state. You see, this plant is one of the most favourite of mine. I love this cornflower, cornflower. Nothing to do with makka ki atta. Nothing to do with that, as you know. It just looks. The shape just looks like a corn. You know. Yeah. No, no, it's not cold. It's not cold. It's you can say second half of summertime, you know? These tiny little gnats, these little insects buzz around your face and ears. You know those, don't you? And they if they get onto the skin, it gets very itchy for a couple of days after. Although quickly relieved by the world's greatest skin cream, Indian Boro Plus. Indian Boro Plus Jindabad. Mm. A couple of visitors just sitting outside the gardens there. No, it's not. This is now the second, I call it the second half of summer season when the monsoon arrives, but it arrived very weak and very quietly just 2 days ago, you know? And I must say that, so this is the first room completed, although the toilet's still outside. I pay 500 Nepali rupees a night for this. It's not bad when you consider the prices now of rooms all over Nepal, you know, cost of living and blah, blah, blah. So this room has been used since the last 3 years. Very simple. Moment. One man, one bed, one stomach. Hey, very low budget. And they built it with cement blocks, you see, to perhaps be stronger in an earthquake, you know. And there will be future earthquakes. There will be. There will. This will be the bathroom when it's completed, you know, bathroom and toilet. Yeah. Oh, Pahadi Bhalu, ki khalo? Oh, ki khaya? Kya khaya hai aaj? Eh? Masoor ki dal khaya hai? Masoor ki dal. Shabash. Wow, wow. All right, that's enough of the tour outside. There we go. Yeah, Dharman. Dharman. There may be a word Dharman in Arabic. There may be a word Dharman in Urdu and Arabic language, maybe. But here, being Nepal, I looked up in my very old dictionary, and Dharman means love in Sanskrit, I believe, from memory. Dharman means love, a lovely place. Yeah, I do enjoy my life. Bikram Singh, hi, Bikram Singh, how are you? Bikram Singh Negi, kya haal hai? Sab theek thaak hai? Hi, I enjoy my life. The family's very small. Look at my Muskan, yeah? The family's very small. There's no kach kach and gitch gitch and quank quank. And I have a very good friend. I have my greatest best friend. Ah, me, David Alexander. So I never get lonely. I never get lonely, believe me. And I am my own best friend. And that's it, basically. Oh, that's good. That was good outside, was it not, Nightingale? Thank you for that. Good. No, it's not cold here. It will not get cold. If I have been here in full monsoons at 8,000 feet, if we would have a heavy, heavy rain prolonged for several hours at least, heavy rain at 8,000 feet during the monsoon, then it gets colder. But it's not the bitter heart of winter cold like December, January, February. It's nothing like that. Oh, I'm glad that was nice, that little walk outside. Good, good. Aria Negre. Aria Negre. Hello, namaste, Aria Negre. Namaste to you. How are you? Are you fine? Indian greeting, namaste, and swagatam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Swagatam to you. And Arian, is it my memory's not too bad. Is it your first time on our live stream, Aria Negre? First time? That's right, Bihari. The Gurkhas and the British, both very tough fighters, very tough fighters. And as I understand it, when let's be honest, the very, very cunning British came to the Nepal area 250 years ago, they recognized that the Gurkhas were a very, very tough opponent, very tough opponent. And being as cunning as they were, the British finally made an agreement with the Nepali Gurkha, and later inducted them into the British Army. Yeah, so they used that Nepali kukri now. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Hey, Sam, I read a little bit of the British Gurkha history, and there were a couple of incidents where the British Army, including some new recruits, some new fighters in the British Army, came to Nepal, again trying to be the masters of another country, again, once again, the cunning British trying to be the masters of a new nation. And some of those soldiers in the British Army were there for the first time. And there were two occasions at least, famous stories where the Gurkhas, when they sighted the British coming over the hill, they all together gave this incredible roar. Oh, 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 just like a mountain tiger, you know? They gave that. And some of the British young soldiers turned around and ran away. mm, mm. And as you have seen, I can say this because this is a fact, and all Nepali people will support me on this. When last December, finally, after 20 continuous years, the lovely Nepali people had been robbed and raped and looted and corrupted and abused by the Nepali government and Rajnetic political system. They finally came up in December. They finally rose up in an incredibly tough and strong, expressive revolution to remove those top leaders. And when the Nepalis get angry, they really get angry. They don't. And when you have 20 years of suppressed anger and it comes up, there's only one thing that's going to happen. Oof. Yeah, and it happened in December. Yeah. And this is my first time back in Nepal since the Nepali social revolution. Some people did die, they were killed, but they were the frontline heroes. And if anybody in Nepal is listening to this at the moment, wow, wow. This is the first time I have come back to Nepal since the social revolution of December 2025. And I tell you what, every Nepali person at the moment is smiling, a very, very broad smile like this. And the Nepali people are smiling so much. Also, the dogs and cats, cows and buffaloes are also smiling because now they're having the start of a true democratic Nepal, the start of a true democratic Nepal, the first time in their history. But it will take time. It will take time. The old system is still very much alive and well. The old networks, the old networks of, you know what that means. But I can say what I'm saying, I can say safely because most Nepali people who are on the right side, the good side, they agree with me. Don't worry about that. No messages since 10 minutes. Can somebody send a message so I know the live stream is going well at the moment? Yes, Sam Bihari, what's going on in the earth? Well, this is, oh, thanks. We got a new person here, Vic Morrison. Hi, Vic Morrison. Thanks for coming for the first time, Vic, and first time to our live stream. I'm Pahadi David. After some time, there will be a pinned message on the bottom of the screen explaining briefly my background. Okay, Vic? So I'm Pahari David, Mountain David. Why Mountain David? Why Pahari David? Because coming and going, I've lived over the Himalayas in India and mostly in Nepal and mostly India. Oh, now the power has gone. Power has gone, picture has gone. What can I do? Nothing. The settings are okay on the right side. Can you still hear my voice, please? I don't know what to do, but the power has just gone and the picture has gone. Can you still hear my voice? Somebody please tell me. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Vic. Yeah, Vic, for you also. I I was originally born in England. We left England when I was 11, and really I have put England well and truly behind me. Not to sound negative, but that's just how it is. You know, Brits have a very, very heavy duty British colonial era to answer for, you know. And so when I was 11, we left England and went to Australia. And I lived in Australia continuously till I was 23. And now I've just got an Australian passport. And I've been coming and going to the Himalayas since 50 years ago exactly, Vic. And so I now online and that I call myself Pahari David, Mountain David. I just yesterday just completed another 1 year continuous stay in India, Vic Morrison, and I'm now back in my oldest and most favourite lovely home in Nepal called Daman. Don't be confused with other Damans, Daman. It's about 75 kilometres south of Kathmandu, up in the hills, about 8,000 feet. And this is my first live stream I'm doing since I arrived here yesterday morning, you know. As soon as the power went off, the picture went off. So anyhow, let's see what happens, yeah? The power just went off 5 minutes ago, Nightingale. The power just went off and the picture went off, but I understand you can still hear me, you know? Joseph, Joseph Pietracupa. Joseph Pietracupa. Hi, Joseph. We just lost the power up here. The connectivity's a little bit primitive up here. The connectivity, Joseph. So don't mind, but I understand you can still hear me. Your first time on our live stream, Joseph. That's very nice. Where are you from? Can you tell me, please, if you like to tell us? Yeah, the power went off 5 minutes ago and the picture went off. So I don't think I can do anything at the moment. I'm on mobile data at the moment. I have got a Wi-Fi device, but it means I'll have to stop the live stream, you know? Oh. Well, normally the power's quite good up here, quite good. Um, to put you in the background more, hi Joseph, namaste, namaste, Indian greeting, namaste, and swagatam, swagatam. Welcome to you, Joseph. Your first time with us, I think. Yeah, good. How is the picture? Somebody please give me a rating out of 10 points. How is the picture out of 10 points? I'm just using mobile data at the moment. Yeah, that's right. You can see me again now. Good. Yeah, I have had a good life, Vic. Listen to this, Vic. When I was a young boy, I mean, I was born to be a traveller. I was born to be a traveller, no doubt about it. And I've been very fortunate that on the subject of travelling and having complete freedom to travel single as I liked, I have been extremely fortunate, extremely fortunate. Listen to this. When I was 8 or 9 years of age, I was I had a world atlas, 8 or 9 years of age, right? I'm now 76. And I was copying maps from a world atlas when I was 8 or 9. At that time, there were 98 separate countries around the world. And I could remember the capital cities of most of them. But there were 7 or 8 countries in these, when I was a young boy, 7 or 8 countries in some obscure African countries and obscure Central Asian countries. I just couldn't remember the names of the capitals, you know? And at that time, I used to blow up these maps on big pieces of cardboard, put them on the room. And my mum used to say, one day, David, there'll be no room on the walls to put your blown up maps. You'll have to put them on the ceiling. And I said, that's all right. Have we got a ladder? So that was that story there. When I was 11, we left England and we went to Australia. So my accent is perhaps is middle of the road, not broad Australian, not broad, very open Australian English speaking, where we very much change the sounds of vowels, and not the sort of how can I describe it? A sort of upper class British accent, but in the middle, you know. And some of the world's best news readers are Australians. You look on Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN. They're all well, a good number of them are Australians because when we Australians talk in a middle of the road accent, we are quite well understood, you know. I see, Vic, something clicked early on. Yeah, I see about my background. Yeah. The picture 7. Well, that's all right. That's not too bad. This is a semi remote area. I'm using an old phone, but I hope after some time to improve my situation here, get a better phone and with Wi Fi inside the device. Yeah. And a better camera. Where are you, Vic? Can you tell us where your home is there? And also, Joseph, where is your home? Can you tell us? Yeah, I first visited. Oh, look, I'll tell you, Darman Top, 5 kilometers from here, at 9,000 feet, on a clear day, meaning late autumn, late autumn to early spring, which means mid-November to mid-March on a clear day, has, believe me, one of the top 10 mountain views on the planet. Um, this can be a controversial subject, but I can say when we are closer to a mountain range like the Andes, the Alps, the Himalayas, we're closer, we'll get shorter views, even at 12,000 feet, closer to any snow range on the planet, even at 12,000 feet, will get shorter views. But when you come further south of these Himalayas, at least, come further south, 50, 60 kilometers, and you're up at 9,000 feet at least, you get extremely long views. And the view from here, this is one of the reasons why I come back repeatedly here. I've been coming back repeatedly to Darman here at 8,000 feet. Um, many times I've lived here. I always stay the full Nepali visa term, 5 months in each calendar year. 5 months is the maximum stay you can stay in total in each calendar year, right? And I always stay the full 5 months up here, winter, summer, monsoon, with a lovely Nepali Sherpa Tamang family. They're half my age. I've known them since I finally returned to Darman after many years. That was 2013. I've lived with them many times. Their house is just 5 minutes from here. And I first visited this place in the middle of winter about 1980. Visited the top here a couple of times and always had in my mind and heart to come back and visit here again. So after 1980, 1 month stay here, and it was primitive then, the place was primitive, the accommodation, everything was very simple, very natural, but I can say nicely primitive, and only the hardy travelers could stay up here during monsoon and winter. And then after that, obviously, I had about a 35-year break before coming back. Yeah. Well, Vic, oh, you're from Wisconsin. Is that you? Wisconsin, USA. Very nice. Thanks, Vic. Thanks, Vic. And please stay. And I would ask one thing only to help this channel grow more quickly. We have more than enough subscribers. We're close to 4,000 live stream and video blog watch hours. We're close to 4,000 watch hours. And um, but monetization is only one reason why I do these live streams. But it will help. And we're now about 3,300 watch hours of people watching my live streams, replays of live streams and blogs and everything like that. So if you lovely people can stay more time on each live stream, it just helps this channel to grow more quickly. And I'm now, in recent days, cutting down on my live streaming. I'm going to be here now 6 nights a week, um, between local time 6 p.m. to about 9 p.m. So if you can, and and please look at my video blogs. You may or may not understand the languages, but I've just come from Uttarakhand state in India. That's where I've lived the most in the Himalayas, in Uttarakhand state, north of Delhi. Uttarakhand state is in the Himalayas, directly west of the West Nepal border. I'll answer your question, Vic, about best time to visit here. I'll tell you all about that in a couple of minutes, all right? And um, the culture of Uttarakhand state is very closely linked to the Nepali culture, language-wise, religion-wise, religious ideologies, language-wise, and all this and all that, very closely linked. The languages in Uttarakhand are direct sister languages of the Nepali language. And also, please, anybody who's on this live stream, who comes regularly to this live stream, I'm now back in Nepal, you may be learning English from me. So there are two ways I can help you with your English. One is directly on this live stream. You're listening to me talking. And secondly, please, if you're learning English, and if you speak an Indo-Aryan language, using the Devanagari script, I mean Sanskrit, Hindi, Nepali, Himalayan mountain languages, you use the Devanagari script, please, you must look at my video blogs, go onto my blogs and scroll down, 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 the very last videos, and they are in English and the Devanagari script, and they will help you very much, I'm sure, to improve your spelling and pronunciation in English, right? Oh, thanks, Rakshit. Thanks, Rakshit, is my unofficial munshi. What's the English word for? Sometimes I forget English words. Can you believe? Ah, Rakshit's my unofficial secretary who does this all volunteer basis, and Rakshit's been a great help to me. Thanks, Rakshit. This is the first full live stream from Daman, Nepal, right south of Kathmandu at 8,000 feet. Vic, the best weather. There are two answers to this. One is if you want the best weather without the extreme of cold, without the extreme cold of winter, without that extreme cold of winter, best weather, warmest weather, but without much viewing of the Himalayas. April, May, June, right? April, May, June is late spring and early summertime, right? And simply depending on how high up you go, the colder it gets. That's all. But do bring some serious, even if you come in summer, the weather can change suddenly very quickly, and do change, bring some serious top to bottom thermal gear, jackets, sleeping bag, and all that, and then you'll never be uncomfortable, you know? Uh, the second part of that answer, Vic, is the best weather. All right. The second part of the answer is to see the Himalayas. Roughly the 1st of December to very early March. 1st of December to very early March is the 3 winter months, and the heart of winter is January and February, right? But now with climate change, it's totally unpredictable. We just had in my Indian home in at 6,000 feet, I have ever seen here, Vic. Listen to this. The least cold winter I have ever seen, coming and going since 50 years. Um, we were having warm, balmy days at 6,000 feet up. Normally, middle of January is the real heart of winter, January, February. And then suddenly, Vic from Wisconsin, USA, suddenly the longest drought in recent history in Uttarakhand state in northern India and possibly elsewhere in the Himalayas, the longest drought was broken. On January 23, Vic, we had a first major rain or hailstones and or snowfall, breaking a 107-day drought with no rain. Only in that period, right at the feet of the Himalayas, were there little drops of rain in that period. From post monsoon, um, October 7 to January 22, like that. Yeah, the least cold winter I have ever seen. And I thought, holy moly, holy moly, how's summer going to be this year? And how has summer been so far around the world? Yeah, and we're possibly going to see even more extreme summers than this around the world. Phew. Anyhow, in my opinion, to put you more in the background, since the cunning European colonials, since the cunning, expansive, and sometimes corrupt and land grabbing, culture destroying European colonialists left Europe in the mid 1600s, 1500s, there has been a terrible amount of damage done all around the world. They started it, and then industrialization in Europe and North America accentuated it, didn't it? I hope that answered your question, Vic. And any other questions, please feel free. Okay, I'm here 6 nights a week at the moment from local time 6 to 9 p.m. Hi, Astronaut. Hi, Akshay. Excuse me taking a long time to answer your message. Aap kaise ho? Aap kaise ho? Sab theek thaak hai? Swasth pani theek thaak hai? Aaj kya khaya hai? Shabash. Abhi, Astro, I'm in Nepal now, my oldest home in Nepal. Daman, Daman, Nepal. I'll answer your other messages now, okay? I'm fine, thanks, Astro. I've been coming and going to Dharma, Nepal since 14 years. 13 years ago, I revisited this lovely hill resort after staying away from here for about 35 years. You know, I've been coming and going to the Himalayas since 50 years. I'm now a fairly young 76. Na dum, na rum. No smoking, no drinking. That's just my story. Thanks, Rakshit, for coming back. Wow. I see, Vic, you worked as an RN too, did you? You worked as an RN, so you're retired, are you? Wow. Hi, Daisy Tan. Daisy, don't be fooled by his message. Do not be fooled by lovely, my old friend, but my young friend, Daisy Tiger from North India. Don't be fooled by the hallelujah message. There's no way that Daisy Tiger could ever be converted. Never, ever. Not in 7 lifetimes. Am I right, Daisy Tiger? They won't catch you, will they? They won't catch you. No. I see, Rakshit. 15 minutes can cause a lot of confusion, can it? I see. You might miss your bus or something. Yeah. Well, look, Nepal is 15 minutes ahead. So let's say 5:45 I kick off with this live stream. 5:45 to like 8:45. How's that? Oh, this is just my second day, Daisy, and I have settled in very, very well. I tried to be well organized ahead of the event. You know what I mean? To be well organized well ahead of the event. And the second half of my 1,000 kilometer trip here went very, very smoothly. I got here at 11 in the morning yesterday. As I was coming up in the bus, on the eastern side of Darman. It was cool. It wasn't cold. Cold is only in December, January, February, you know? But it was cool and it was misty and foggy, light drizzling rain. And I thought, oh, how am I going to, because there's no hot water geyser here, right? In my room here, yeah? And, but I can use Muna and Dawa's hot water geyser in their home 5 minutes. And I'm thinking, holy moly, I must have a full bath after this 1,000 kilometer trip, eh? मैं जिंदा लाश जैसे नहीं खा सकता मैं आधा जिंदा आधा मरा मनुष्य जैसा नहीं खा सकता I can't I've got to wash this dirt off me before I have my lunch but cold was going to be cold. I got here and it started to clear and the water was warm in the tank, black tank, warm in the tank. Yes, Rakshit. Rakshit, go back to the start of this stream. Go back to the start of this stream, and you'll see me walking around outside. And I tried to keep the camera. I was outside for 10 minutes. I live right in front of the Darwin Botanical Gardens here. Yes, Vic Morrison, I'm not surprised that you have pretty mild winters. But you live in Wisconsin. Is that in mid USA? Um, Vic, please explain to me. I'm a weather climate watcher also. Um, in the last number of years, All of North America has extremely frigid winters, winter after winter. This year, perhaps not so much. I'm not surprised. So, how does it affect you in your home state in Wisconsin then? You say you used to have much more snowfall. So, how does that tie in then? I see Vic Morrison says lots of water is good for corn but bad for soya. I see. Ah. Mukeshja, there are a number of new viewers coming tonight. Thank you, you lovely new viewers. Thank you. This is still only a small, virtually unknown channel. No, it is. We're now streaming since 8 months continuously. And I would ask you, lovely people, now monetization is only one reason why I'm here 6 nights a week, right? Um, it is only one reason, but it is an important reason. And we now have plenty of subscribers, but we're now close to getting 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours that you viewers have watched my live streams and watched my videos and blogs and everything, right? We're now on about 3,300. So if you lovely people can please stay more time on my streaming, it will help me to reach the 4,000 mark more quickly. And also, if any of you are learning English, please enjoy my live streaming. I try to talk more slowly if you're learning my English. And if you are if you speak an Indo-Aryan language like Nepali, Hindi, Himalayan mountain language like that, please go to my video blogs and scroll right down to my last video blogs. If you speak an Indo-Aryan language and if you use Devanagari script, please go down and you'll see on my last videos there 16 English teaching videos I prepared myself, and they're in English, of course, and Devanagari English system, where I explain very clearly the most difficult English spelling and pronunciation problems. So if you if you use Devanagari script, Indo-Aryan language, look at those and they will help you very much. I'm sure you know. Daisy Tiger. I said about Daisy Tiger, born in England, um, apparently of Hindu background. But Daisy Tiger's changing my views. I said to Daisy Tiger, who said, hello, David, hallelujah, hallelujah. And I said, don't you other people don't be confused, don't be fooled by Daisy Tiger, who is strong Indian and I believe by birth Hindu. Don't be fooled when he says hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the Lord, etc., etc. Daisy Tiger is a good friend of mine, will never, ever be converted by those folks who want to convert people to the only true religion, right? Now, I'm not stirring here, I'm not provoking, but anyhow, let's move away from that. And Daisy says, no, David, I'm colorless and always remain colorless. Always will. I'll reply to your messages now. Thanks. We had a few days break, so unlock heaven. Satish from Berrynark in Kumaon. Excuse me if we talk in Kumani for 1 minute. Uh, hey, Gajab Haroyar. Namaste. We're talking in Kumani language, which I understand quite well, but not fluent in. Oh, Satish, ki hunin ajkal Berrynark. Berrynark bajaran ki hunin. Sab tik tak chu. Bhutia kelani tasa. Mary Kamala. Beru Paco, Barumasa, hey, Gajabharo Yar, wah, 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 wah. David Daju, yes, after a week. Thank you for coming back, Satish. Yeah, all is fine. Spain and Austria, Barbary Barb. Portugal and wow, yeah, it's getting exciting now, isn't it? It's do or die matches now. Oh, Satish Ajki, hello, report Diope. Hi, Anita. First live stream from Darman and so far successful. Anita, namaste, or ki who needs, sub tic tac chu, sub raji koshiharo, tumor tabiet kosharo, virao kukur sub magan herina, tumor, tumor, jivan sati ka tabiet kosharo, sub tic tac chu. Hey, shabash, wow, wow, wow. Anita, she's one of my strongest, loveliest followers here. She regularly sends me messages through YouTube messaging, and I'm back in Darman. One night has passed, and I'm completely at home again. Maine surki dal, godwa tuk, yeah, pumpkin leaves, rice, radish. Yeah, I'm in Nepal. I had a very smooth trip, Anita. Thank you. And Anita, do you please give my namaste to your husband? Okay. All right. Good. 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 Yes, Daisy Tiger. Terrible heat wave in Europe, and record temperatures all over Europe and England. Britain, they're complaining of 36-degree temperatures. I think the new record. What's the new record, please? New record temperature in Britain in the last week. What is it? Oh, Anita Ju. Shiraghat Pitorgarki Maharani Namaste. Ki Hunin Savrajiko Shiharo. Lador Varigo, Lador. Udyar. Hey, Baba. Yeah, Hakuna Matata. Ashok, thanks to see your lovely name again. Thank you. Thank you. I've got some catching up to do on your Gmail messages. I have. I have. Um, Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. You can see one night has passed here, and I'm completely at home again here in lovely Darman. Uh, the second half of the trip was smoother than smooth, Ashok. Thank you. Yes, Rakshi. Just before I arrived back here, Rakshi, the monsoon arrived very, very gently, very quietly, very weakly. Mm. And as you world watchers would know, um, look, Daisy, I'm currently just working on mobile data. I'm inside a cement block box. This Sherpa house was rebuilt after it was totally destroyed. The Nepali earthquakes of 11 years before, totally destroyed. So I'm inside a cement block. I believe my voice is clear, but picture's only about 7, is it? All right, I'll switch over after a little time to Wi-Fi. Yes, Rakshi. So let's see. But you weather watchers, you climate watchers know that in the last 2 months, the old climate system called El Nino. This is extremely important. The old weather system called El Nino, which originates from deep ocean currents in the Pacific Ocean, is currently getting stronger. And this El Nino is shaping up, the experts are saying, the strongest El Nino ever recorded in history. Yeah. So the stronger the El Nino system, the weaker the South Asian monsoon is. Let's see how the botanical gardens looks after some more rain, Rakshi. That's right. Thanks, Ashok Hakuna. That's right. Ashok, you know I have the target more than enough subscribers. Um, the target of 4,000 char hajar yar, eh? For watch stream hours, we're currently on about 3,300. Hakuna, please remind me. I do forget some of my own English language. What does it mean, really chuffed? Really chuffed. I've just forgotten. I've been living over here this time, post retirement. I've been living over here continuously in South Asia since 23 years. So you can understand I've forgotten some English words. What does chuffed mean? I see, Vic. Thanks for your climate report. I do like these things. You're 70, retired registered nurse, Vic Morrison. Now, you other perhaps North Indian viewers, please, if you'd like, because Vic Morrison, I believe, is first time viewer on our live stream. He's staying with us since half an hour now. Vic Morrison is also a retired nurse like me, and um, he lives in mid USA in Wisconsin state. And look at what he's saying about the climate change there. I see, Vic Morrison. So, over the last number of years, with record, extremely, incredibly bitterly cold North American winters, I believe a lot of influence from the Arctic and blah, blah, blah. Irrespective of all that, and in the middle of all that, is what you just said now, much less snowfall. Is that the result? Is it? Chocolate gelato. Well, I'm really happy to see you, man or woman, again. Man or woman, I don't know your gender. Don't tell me. Not important. It's only important to you. Chocolate gelato. Nice to see your name after a long time. Thanks, chocolate gelato. I've just transferred from my oldest home in the Himalayas to my oldest home in the Nepali Himalayas, Daman, Nepal. I arrived here yesterday, chocolate. Who says, David, peer out from the windows of your mind house. My dear, look what you've done to the market of hearts. Look what you've done to the market of hearts. Phew. Piyush Bishta. Namaste, Piyush. Last 2 days to my oldest home in Nepal. I'm in Daman, 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 Nepal, south of Kathmandu. And oh yes, I'm extremely chuffed. Thanks, Rakshit, for that. You can understand since 23 years post retirement, I've been living outside of an English speaking country, and I do forget some words sometimes, but that's why they made. Thanks, Rakshit, for that. Hakuna. Ashok says, David, I'm extremely chuffed, religious folks. I think you're talking about over the last 8 months, aren't you, Hakuna? Can you be clear on that? You're talking about over the last 8 months, a response to religious folks, yeah? Is that right? Oh, saying hello to Rakshi, that's nice. Winter was the least cold winter I've ever seen. To have warm, continuously sunny for 107 days post monsoon until January 22nd, 6,000 feet, extremely unusual. It caused quite a few disturbances too in crop patterns and things like that. But other crops obviously much enjoyed the warmer heat. Like you said, corn likes the warmth more. Yeah. I never ever saw, we have never ever seen such a late first snowfall up in the Himalayas, January 23. And it was repeated a few days later. Then after that, Vic, we had a more, you know what this means, a more normal sort of winter from late January until the end of March. More normal. I'm talking in a reserved sort of, way. Yeah. And then after that, we had an unusual lot of rain from April, May to June, unusual amount of rainfall. Not every day continue, but we had a lot of regular rainfalls for the 3 months post winter. Oh, now Daisy Tiger, unfortunately, I am without my ragi biscuits. But after 8 months of living off Daisy, I'm getting into eating eggs at the moment. But their previous stock of several weeks before, because right now there's some sort of chicken disease happening in Nepal. So I'm not eating currently produced eggs at the moment. I'm getting my eggs, and just down the road in the big market, 10 kilometers down the road, got a nice new supermarket where they have got unlimited supply of millet flour, ragi ki atta, right? And I'm sure a lot of corn flour unlimited in Nepal, 24 hours of the day, 12 months of the year, and at a price, buckwheat, kuttu ki atta, desi, which is out of my budget at the moment, but I've got plenty of corn, plenty of millet, and if I want to, wheat flour. But to me, actually, I don't really enjoy wheat flour so much. Um, no gluten problem, but for me, the other grains have more taste than wheat. But wheat chapatis cooked on a fire, I'll never refuse those. Rakshi, 3,300 almost completed. Satish, Unlock Heaven, you ate, ATE, ate lots of vegetables and rice today. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Now, excuse me, I'm taking a long time to answer your. Yes, Anita, you also love God. Today, Anita, I have eaten so many, the biggest amount in my life of pumpkin leaves. I digesting very, very happily in my stomach today, very happily, with some potato, cauliflower, rice, and the essential king of the digestion, radish, white radish, the king of the digestion. Mm. Keeps your blood good and keeps the digestion good, the liver, digestion, everything. Yes, Daisy Tiger, this is the best place for me to live in Daman, Nepal. My lovely friends from 15 years before, half my age, they are Nepali Sherpa Tamang family. Sherpa Tamang. Sherpa, the, the father was Sherpa, the mother was Tamang. I understand about 100 words of Tamang language. Do you want to hear a few words? They're just saying, hello, how are you? What did you eat today? Did you eat your chicken meat? Did you eat your rice? Have you eaten your ragi ki halwa? Just like that, yeah? Namaste, namaste. Listen, this is one of the sweetest languages on the planet. Actually, I know about 200 words. The sweetest, it's equal to the sweetest language. Listen to this. Tamang, 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 Tamang dialect in Nepal. Originally came from Tibet and Mongolia. Namaste, namaste. Lasso, lasso. Tiga mula, Java mula. Sevasoji, Sevasoji. Naga lashia soji. Have you eaten your chicken meat? Naga lashia soji. Listen to this one. This used to be my password. Sangala chamba solji. Sangala chamba solji. Sangala chamba. Ella wala wala gramba. Sangala chamba. Ragi ki halwa. Ella Walla Walla Grumba, your red face, my wife. After putting your makeup on, my lovely wife, my lovely Tamang wife, your face is red. Come here, come here. Churi hao, churi hao. Uh, give me a big juicy kiss. Ay, yar, yar. Give me a big juicy kiss. Okay, no, I won't go anymore. Give me a big juicy kiss. Nya chang, nya chang. Chuk chuk lai manpa. Chuk chuk means kiss. Give me a big juicy kiss. My lovely wife with the red, red face. But there's more. Listen to this. Your red face, the same color as Sangala Chamba. Your red face is the same color as Ragi ki Holwa. Wah, 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 wah. Sangala Chamba. It's like poetry, yeah? Sangala Chamba. Hela Walla Walla Grumba. Namaste, namaste. Lasso, lasso. Peace be with you, lasso. Wow, wow, wow. I understand 35% in Nepali. I know food words, drink words. How are you? How are your keta keti? How are your kids? Aaj ki khayo bayo. Dokoro vario. Is the stomach full? I know all those words, you know. Oh, Daisy, now I'm coming to your messages. Please just wait for the last messages to be answered. Daisy, after the serious two big earthquakes in 2015 in Nepal, I was living and working in Kathmandu at the time. So the old Sherpa house, built in the mid 50s, was completely destroyed, almost completely destroyed. So they're building two rooms. This room is the first room to be complete, Daisy. Concrete blocks, stronger than before, but the concrete blocks have no character and they do block some network connectivity. But I'm happy here. This has my old vibrations from living here 2, 3 times before, so I'm happy with that. Daisy Tiger. David, will you be on live from this place only? Please change with the same nature view. Daisy, you can replay this live stream tonight. At the beginning of this live stream, while it was light, you can see me outside with more or less still camera. You can see some nature views from outside my room here at the beginning of this live stream, Daisy. Have a look later, yeah? Daisy and Ashok Hakuna, I have asked already, I've asked several viewers if to help me reach 4,000 more quickly. I have asked them if, when you lovely people, if when you go to sleep, please think about this. When you go to sleep, what are you doing? Just sleeping. But your device can do some work to help me. When you go to sleep, please turn on your device, look at this. Look at a replay of this live stream. Look at a replay of any of my live streams since 8 months. Keep it turned on for 2 or 3 hours, and that will seriously help me to reach the 4,000 hours more quickly. Thanks, Hakuna Ashok. You'll play my video for 70 hours to help you reach your watch hours. That's right. That's excellent. Thank you. Good, good, good. Thanks, Rakshid, about the dictionary meaning. That's nice. Good, good, good. Any new viewers? Namaste, Swagatam. Welcome and namaste. And if you are learning English through this live stream and you're learning English and you use Devanagari Lipi to write your language, please look at my video blogs, scroll right down to the last video blogs, and you will see 16 English teaching videos which I have prepared um, in English and using Devanagari English system. These videos, these 16 videos, which are very clear, they will help you to improve your English, especially any difficult spelling and pronunciation problems in English, explained in the Devanagari English writing system. Please have a look at them, yeah? No new messages for 5 minutes. Can can somebody send a message, please? Please, especially any old viewers, any new viewers, it will help if it will help this channel grow more quickly if you can stay more time on this live stream. Please help me to grow the channel more quickly. Yes. You folks living in North India, generally, what's the situation in the last 2 or 3 days? Is there some serious monsoon rain coming now? How is it? Heavy, light? How is it? 2 days ago, here in Dharma, Nepal, at 8,000 feet, central Nepal, south of Kathmandu, the monsoon arrived, but very weak condition, very weak arrival of the condition here, very quiet, less rain. Somebody please send me a message. Since 10 minutes, no new messages are coming. So I know the live stream is still moving. Send me a message, please. Just a short message. All right, look, I'll reboot the phone, okay?